afternoon. It's probably a bit late now, but I'd still like to welcome and thank everybody who has made their way here and who are with us here to attend. I must say, listening to all the speeches, I've been very impressed with the contributions and especially diversity and the different aspects it has covered, and you probably prefer to be the first in line as opposed to be the last in line, having had all these great speakers ahead of you. But now we're moving towards the closing. That's just a very short story I'd like to share with you. When I was in university, we had a professor, a wise, big old man, and at the end of each lecture he would ask us, "What have you learned?" Like, he'd point a finger at you and then we'd go around and everybody had to kind of give a one-sentence summary of what the kind of striking thing was that he had learned through the lecture. So don't worry, I'm not going to go around and ask everybody, even though it will probably be very interesting because it's always amazing what different people pick up. But so just going to share my experience, or if I was asked enough, the finger was pointed at me, so what have you learned? I think what I've personally learned is really that there's so many layers to peace, as we've heard today, and many you haven't actually thought about it or you're unaware of. And I think for me, peace is something very personal that really starts with me or each one of us. And it shouldn't end when we go back to our daily lives. When you're exposed to a lot of information, it's all great, but once you go back to your job, at 9 in the morning, you shouldn't leave it all behind. And peace is for me not a very abstract theory, but it's something that should serve as a guideline. So as we go through our lives, I think that's something that should guide us and guide us day in and day out. So when I go back on the plane, fly back to London, and having absorbed those information, that has been very inspiring. I'll probably try and repackage it and kind of find a way to apply it day in, day out, so I personally can become more of an instrument of peace. And it might be only a small difference, but I think if you do it this day, the next day, and keep doing it, it'll probably make a huge difference to the people you work with and live with. So even though it's not yet over, I think I'm very grateful to be here, and I would like to thank everybody who has done an amazing job in putting this all together. And I think there's still a lot more nice things to come. So thank you very much.